What's up? Welcome to another edition of Pick Central. I'm your host, Hubs, alongside Chris Clemmer, Mr. March.
That's what they call me.
That's what they call him.
That's me.
Phil's in the booth.
This is March.
This is March. Phil's in the booth, leaves the booth. We're supposed to have Mutt. I don't think Phil sent the link to Mutt.
Now he's muted. Phil's muted.
So we'll get Mutt.
I sent it to him.
Okay. Well, originally it appears he did not. While we get Mutt, let's talk about our friends over at DraftKings. Every March, the tournament delivers the unexpected. Brackets break. Upsets happen. Nothing goes exactly as planned. This year, DraftKings Sportsbook is leaning into the chaos with a mystery reward you'll never see coming. Chris, you'll never see it. All customers guaranteed rewards every single round. Opt in and boom, a single-use mystery promotion drops straight into your account. What is it? That's the fun part. You won't know until it's yours, and whatever it is, it could flip your entire tournament strategy. One thing we can tell you, each round there will be a new mystery offer valid for the men's and women's tournament. When you're set to place your bet, just select mystery token in the bet slip and use cash or DK dollars to lock it in. That's exciting.
That is good.
That's exciting. This tournament is unexpected, but round by round, you're guaranteed an offer. Opt in today at DraftKings Sportsbook. Your mystery reward is waiting. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code PICKCENTRAL, all caps, one word, PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL to opt in and claim your mystery reward at DraftKings Sportsbook in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
It's a little different, but like they'll have those mystery promotions too on DraftKings. Always check out your DraftKings promotions at the home screen. They'll do it a lot of times for like NBA. Be like, oh, click here, opt in for your mystery NBA promotion. They're usually pretty good.
Yeah, there was. I'm actually a little mad at myself last night. I had the chance to take Venezuela live with the boost that I got was like plus 300 odds or longer. And I think at one point Venezuela might have been where they were close to it when they were down.
Okay.
And I just forgot. It's a brain fart on my end. But you got to be, DK just keeps sending you really good stuff. So you got to be on.
You got to be on the ball. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Check that home screen every day because you'll see something good.
It's a very good opportunity for it. We still don't have Mutt.
Well, yeah, we do. We're just waiting for you to finish the ad.
I already asked for him.
He's here.
Mutt!
What's better than Mutt?
Mutt!
What's up, boys? Hello.
How's Vegas?
It was good. Can I give you one more DK thing real quick?
Yeah.
I play a lot of DFS, like daily fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I just saw it this morning. They have a deposit bonus. You deposit like $10, you get a free Millie Maker ticket for the I'll say called the Augusta Golf Tournament. I'm not sure we can say the other thing, but
you can say it.
Very good deal on right now on DraftKings on the DFS side of it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's great.
Love golf. Love a lot of betting on golf DFS. Yeah, we survived Vegas. We're ready to go. Let's go.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was the trip?
Experience was like a 50. Betting was like a 0. So I don't know what that.
How would you rate your performance?
Okay. I mean, I not spectacular, but I think we brought some people some good coverage of what was going on in there, how the races were playing out, how it was impacting what was going on with the syndicate. I think we did okay. We could have left some points out there, could have done better.
How are you feeling now after your jumpsuit comment?
Jumpsuit game.
Bad. Yeah, bad. I was emailing with Dave this morning.
Emailing.
Yeah, to email about something else, and he responded about the jumpsuit. And as I told him, I overthink everything, and I overthought a really, 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 really basic thing. And I'm trying to get better at that. As Clember can tell you, I've done that for a lot of years with a lot of
very true.
People, so, I'm trying to get better at that. So it's an awesome jumpsuit. I'd be wearing it right now if it was not in the wash. And terrible job by me.
All right, you just gotta get better. So, as long as you're aware of that.
Yeah, gotta get better.
Let's start with breaking news. Jalen Waddle. Well, breaking news for the day. Jalen Waddle trades the Broncos.
Yes.
Pretty big haul.
I agree.
Huge.
In exchange for a first, third, and fourth. The Broncos will receive a 4th-round pick in return. Says this article.
Yeah, so to be fair, it is a very late first-round pick.
It's
30th pick overall.
It's number 30. Yep.
So
as well as the 30th selection in each of the 3rd and 4th rounds. So,
But still, right?
It's a great trade for Miami because, boy, is Miami have no plans of competing anytime soon. So, Jalen Waddle does nothing for them.
Yeah, and now Miami's look at all the thirds Miami has this year.
These are all picks for this coming draft.
This draft.
Yeah.
They have 4 thirds this year? That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Good for them.
4 thirds is like you can package 3 of those and really move up if you wanted to.
Or you could always trade for future drafts too. So that
and obviously there's a whole new regime there. Head coach, GM, quarterback. It's not a great trade for Malik Willis.
No,
because as great as he looked in those 3 or so games with Green Bay this past year, it's a real, there is a danger with Malik Willis going to a bad team like the Dolphins and how he's going to look. Like, Malik Willis was in a really good situation in Green Bay, and I think that's really a big part of why he's very talented, but he's got to be in the right system, right situation. So you take talent away from that type of guy and say, hey, you do your thing. That can be dangerous. It could be a little dangerous.
Yeah. Plus, if you're Malik Willis, you're like, all right, what am I walking into here? I mean, you knew they were kind of rebuilding anyway, but now it's just like
I would assume
they're really tearing it down.
I can't imagine he's being blindsided here.
I wouldn't imagine.
I would think when he signs that deal, and he obviously he has a relationship with Halfley already, and the front office there that's coming over from Green Bay. I would think he knows the plan.
I would think so too.
Yeah, I viewed it as a good thing for Halfley and Willis because they know now, like, there really is no pressure on this year. Just go out, learn the offense, don't get hurt. We're going to use these draft picks, make the offense better. Like, it's actually good for them, isn't it, from a rebuild perspective? Like, pressure on them this year one?
Yeah, but I mean, I think Willis, when you come off those, the small stint performance in Green Bay, I think, he's probably excited. Not before he signs for Miami, like, all right, I can show the world I can do this for a full season. Have a big year and we get rolling wherever I land. And now he goes to a situation where it's like almost like, yeah, we really don't care what you do for the first year. So it is a little bit of a step back. But again, there will be no pressure on him if he has an average year. You got to look around and like, hey, the pieces will be coming sooner.
I give the Dolphins credit for finally having the balls to rebuild. Like they've been so mediocre for so long, like 7 and 9 seasons. Like they had that 1 year where they really tanked, but other than that, the year before they got Tua, other than that, they really haven't shit the bed, and I think they need to.
Yeah, and then on the flip side for Denver, you just had a really talented receiver to that offense, and that team was very successful this year, and they continue to get better. I don't know what the contract years are on, like Cortland Sutton and all that, for Denver, the surrounding receivers, how long they can keep these guys all around together.
It helps when you have Bo Nix on a rookie contract. So.
No, for sure. I'm talking about the web, just the
right. I'm saying, but you have money you can spend.
Yeah. This is why having why the Niners were super successful with Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Early on is like that's the key, man. You get a guy QB that's successful almost right away, rookie contract.
That's what the Pats are doing too.
Right. That's the moneymaker. Once you pay the quarterback, it gets a lot more tricky. But yeah, Jalen Waddle is a very successful receiver. I guess the last 2 years, you can almost throw those out though, of how dysfunctional that team was in Miami with Tua. But like his first 3 years in the NFL, 1,000 yards receiving. He had 100 receptions in his rookie year. There's a lot.
I'll say this too about him. He stayed mostly healthy too.
Yeah, and he's 27.
That has value.
He's
you guys view him as a number one? Is Waddle a number one in your mind?
It's a good question. Is he
ideally a 2?
He's probably like a 1B, 2.
I don't think you want him as your 1. If he's your 1, you're probably in trouble.
But if you maybe pair him with Sutton, it's not like the end of the world.
He's not a 1. Sutton's not a 1.
No, but I'm saying those two guys together, it's a pretty good tandem.
They have some younger guys too. Is it Bailey? They have some younger receivers there in Denver.
They got Troy Franklin. They got Marvin Mims. They got Pat Bryant.
No, I mean Denver's also proven they have a pretty good offense as it is.
Right, they can make it work.
Like adding Waddle helps. So I guess in that case, then if Waddle's the 1, I kind of don't care because I know how good that.
They don't necessarily need that star 1. They just need like the right pieces to fit in. Waddle definitely helps.
What is your team doing? Patriots are
another big receiver goes off the board. Yeah,
$42 million in cap space according to Over the Cap, 7th most in football. And you guys, I don't know what's going on this offseason. I thought this was going to be the offseason where you guys really put the pedal to the metal.
They've done everything except get the number 1 receiver. Like if it's just incomplete right now, and I assume they're trying to wait out Howie Roseman. Did I see the Eagles signed a receiver right before we came on here today, like a 1-year deal? They might have
Hollywood Brown. That's nothing.
That's not going to affect A.J. Brown, though.
Well, it could potentially be like, hey, we know we're trading A.J. Brown to the Patriots. We need somebody else here in Hollywood Brown. Clemmer, you said this a couple weeks ago, and you're right. If they don't address receiver at number one, it'll be a massive fail for this team, especially if it's a fucking money thing, because they had the money to do it. We know how much number one receiver affects a quarterback. They don't have a number one right now. Like, we can debate about Jalen Waddle's better than any receiver the Patriots have right now. He'd be the number one.
Yeah.
The second on the roster. They don't have that guy. So I'm assuming
you've gotten worse. Diggs is not on the team. Like,
yeah, their receiving core is worse.
You needed a receiver. You needed a receiver prior to Diggs leaving.
I totally agree.
Now it's a similar situation. You want to look at the Red Sox, right? Like, you needed offense on top of Bregman. Now Bregman's gone. It's like, well, now what? And you had. I don't want to get in the Red Sox. I'm just saying it's kind of a similar situation.
It is. They also added Ranger, and the Patriots have added other areas.
Right. So
but this one area,
you need more. Yeah, it's bad. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's just frustrating because I think what they're doing, unfortunately, is they're okay with the Eagles waiting until after the June date to save money. But it looks like right now they're doing nothing. If they don't get a number one receiver, it is a massive fail, given what those guys mean to quarterbacks. There'd be no defending. I don't know how you would defend them not getting A.J. Brown, or I'm not even sure what else is left at the top of the market.
That's the thing, is you guys have $42 million to spend here. Now, the teams ahead of you, Seahawks, Jets, Cardinals, Titans, Chargers, and Commanders have $70 million. But a lot of those teams are tanking, aren't really, or teams are kind of in flux right now.
They just get to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
But Seahawks, to be fair, though, Seahawks are right above you guys, so they got some money to spend too. But you guys should be, where you just won the Super Bowl, this should be the year where you throw it all together, I would think.
I agree. If it's not a trade for A.J. Brown, I guess Juwan Jennings is the last guy out there.
Yikes.
He is not signed. There's reports he might be tied to Kansas City, which would make sense to give Mahomes a piece, but I cannot defend it. I thought for sure they would have watched Drake May last year, watch him get unlocked and say, see, we put a number receiver with him. This is what happens. You take a player to another level. MVP type of season. Now he's in next year with Kayshon Boutte and Pop Douglas and Hunter Henry, and it's an also-ran group. You can upgrade the offensive line, upgrade the defense. You need a number one receiver. So my faith is that Mike Vrabel has a brain, and they know they need that, and that A.J. Brown, they're just waiting until either Roseman caves in or this date in June. But now, doesn't this bump the price up for A.J. Brown if A.J. Waddles or Jalen Waddles worth a first and a third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think.
That's the thing too. Is like I thought you guys would go get a free agent wide receiver, or because now you'd be trading picks as well. Like I don't really get it. I don't really understand. And the Patriots have a tougher schedule next year. Look, I hate the Patriots, so I'm obviously biased, but I see next season maybe being a little bit of a step back for you guys.
Well, as of today, Clemmer, yes, because they don't have number one receiver. If they address it, like, so let's say if they get A.J. Brown or Jennings, like if they have one of those guys, and they go into the draft and they spend draft capital on a receiving tight end, because they lost Austin Hooper, who was one of the guys that Drake may like throwing to. Like, I would say they're probably a little bit better, but 1,000%, if they go into next year and this is it, and they try to redo it with defense and offensive line, hell no, are they better. And absolutely, it's a step back. And by the way, a tougher schedule next year.
That's what I mean. I think you could have brought back the same roster, and you're not going to do it just because it's just a harder schedule. You guys had an easy schedule last year, tougher schedule this year. I don't know. I'm not saying the Patriots are going to become a shitty team, especially when you have Dolphins and Jets in your division. So that's 4 easy wins right there. So you guys be fine.
But they have a tougher non-conference, a non-division schedule now, Clemmer. You're right about that. You get win the division, you play a tougher schedule. Like, I'm putting my faith in Vrabel. Belichick never believed in this. Like, Belichick with Tom Brady in 2006 wouldn't give him receivers. He's got Rashae Caldwell and his bug eyes down the sideline the AFC title game. So I'm putting my faith in them for now. I agree that if they don't get that receiver for Drake May, it is a fucking failure, and there'll be no excuse for it. Like, what? You're saving money for what? Christian Gonzalez's contract or Drake May's contract? No, you spend that money now and address those when you have to. Get him a number one receiver. Find me a good elite quarterback in the NFL without a number one receiver. You guys start.
Yeah.
Love.
Well, now he's up there. He's up there.
He makes
a bunch of number twos.
We do not have a
tight end. Yeah.
I don't know if he's elite, but like he's good. Bo Nix is good. Doesn't have a number one, but
he's not elite though. I mean, he had an MVP year. Like, you don't have an MVP year without having number one receiver. Like, Diggs unlocked Drake May and Josh McDaniels unlocked Drake May. Like that. I assume they have a brain and they realize they have to do that. It sucks. We have to wait.
Sidebar: Kuiper came out with a mock today. He has you guys taking Casey Concepcion 31st. He's the receiver out of A&M.
Who does he have taking the Jets at 16?
Well, he's the Jets at 2, taking David Bailey.
Really?
Linebacker from Texas Tech.
Oh, that's not a name I
And
usually
then
said.
your other pick, he has you taking Ty Simpson.
Oh no, that's what I don't want.
A lot, Clemmer. Ty Simpson to the Jets quite a bit last couple of days.
No, it's not. Yes. I don't want that. That's my whole fear. Yep. Don't do that. Don't like. There's so many pieces. Reality. There's so many pieces the Jets need to fix. They can't be wasted. Because then, if you do that, does that mean we wouldn't take a quarterback next year? Like, obviously you would if you had like the number one pick. What are they doing? Don't do that. I don't like that.
As the Giants taking Caleb Downs, which would be pretty much a home run, I think, for them. I mean, it's just a mock. It's Kuiper.
I know.
He's getting more senile by the years. But there's a run of receivers, though. Like, I don't know if you know better than me. Your draft pick capital, but you could definitely move up and get one of the better names in the draft.
It's also a good receiving tight end year, and I assume they'll get they let Austin Hooper walk. Hunter Henry's an older tight end. I thought they'd address it with A.J. Brown and Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely goes to the Giants. They can still address that in the draft. We've seen rookie tight ends come in and immediately have an impact.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the route. But still, all this is set up by the number one receiver. This is all incomplete. Mm-hmm. Getting Vera Tucker, getting the defensive lineman from the Ravens, getting all these smaller pieces, all incomplete until they get the number one receiver. Until then, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Let's bounce around college basketball.
Before we do that, can I talk part of my cheesesteak?
Let's talk part of my cheesesteak.
Talk some lunch. March is chaos, upsets, busted brackets, and yelling at the TV. The one thing you can count on is cheesesteaks. Right now, Pardon My Cheesesteak is running a tournament special. Just about to talk about the tournament. From now until the end of the NCAA tournament, go to pardonmycheesesteak.com. Use code BRACKET, and you'll get free delivery on your order. And it gets better. Every order with code BRACKET also enters you to win a Barstool Chicago HQ experience for you and a friend. So here's what you're getting. A trip to Chicago, behind the scenes at Barstool Chicago, getting the whole deal. So while your bracket's falling apart, at least your dinner pick or lunch pick can be perfect. So look, I'm giving you a lunch option right now. Take it. Head to pardonmycheesesteak.com. Use code BRACKET. Get free delivery, and you get entered into this contest. You might just be end up heading to Chicago, the Windy City. So go to pardonmycheesesteak.com right now. Go get yourself a good lunch.
Bosco not here.
Bosco.
But the Bama news continues. Aiden Holloway, one of the better players on Bama.
The line has moved 2 points since this news.
Wow. Okay. I think maybe at first they didn't know if he was going to. They didn't know his status. Now he's off campus. And Oates has basically said, we're preparing to play without him. Police found 964 grams of marijuana, which is about 2.1 pounds.
So I get
not great.
I have to ask Meek.
Not great.
So Meek was in the group chat. Meek's like, hey, I thought, isn't marijuana legal? So Meek, do you think 2 pounds is a lot?
Is he selling it or only smoking it?
2 pounds. What do you think?
Because the player himself, if I could pull up.
Yes, please do.
He said he only smokes.
Oh.
And I have to take the player at his word, so.
Yeah. Have you smoked 2 pounds of marijuana before?
I have not, but
no. Have you ever seen 2 pounds of marijuana? No, because I haven't. That's a lot of marijuana.
I would fill up this table.
But you also can't just go buy 2.1 pounds of marijuana.
But I also want to say
Phil thinks you can.
Yeah.
Well, you can. It's just not legal. But there is precedent in this program.
There is what now?
There is precedent in this.
President. Okay, good.
Which one?
Good.
Grover Cleveland?
Yeah.
What's the correct wording? Precedent.
Precedent.
So I was saying an S instead of a C.
No, you were saying a whole different word. But that's okay. So there is president.
There is precedent.
Yep. You got
in
it.
this program.
Yep.
When it comes to players not following the law. Brendan Miller assisted in a murder or whatever. So he was able to play.
Yep.
So Nate
allegedly around
there.
I'm not going down with you.
Allegedly being involved in a murder, you're allowed to play basketball.
But if you
have 2 pounds of marijuana on you, you don't want you on a team. I think that's bad precedent to set.
Precedent to set.
Yes. Oh, honestly, Phil, couldn't have said it better myself.
You wake up every day and you just don't know what to expect.
No. So, Phil, you think he should play then?
I think he should play.
Really?
I think he should play.
Huh.
I think this is a non-story.
It's a non-story. Is 2 pounds?
I will say, to Phil's defense, Nate Oates' quote, "We got standards in our program." That's an amazing thing to say.
Yeah.
That they have standards in
you can't be saying
we got standards in our program. We've got ways. We've held our guys accountable, and we try to keep everything in-house. Obviously, some of the situations you can't. and this is one of those. We found out about what was going on this morning. This is an article from yesterday. I found it this morning. I guess it all went down this morning, and we had to suspend him pending the investigation. We're certainly disappointed in his behavior, but that being said, we still love him. He's still our guy. We're hoping to get him help, get him the help he needs, and we're going to continue to help him whatever way we can. But as far as our team goes, I thought we had a great practice. We're preparing to play without him this weekend.
Now,
the line has now moved to 10.5, you said?
I moved down to 12, I think.
Oh, I thought it was 12.
And it was at 14. I moved down to 12.
What?
I thought it was at 12.
I can't see it in New York, so.
So is this guy getting NIL money?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, I don't.
Good player.
What are you doing then, man? Like, why are you selling marijuana?
Especially because this is his junior year, so he was probably getting transfer offers. So like, yeah, definitely NIL. Can you look that up? Is there Aiden Holloway NIL money?
I don't know if that was like public. Like
sometimes it is.
And it's 11.5 now, Meek. Good point. Yeah, it's gone down to it's
oh, thank you. I can't pull it up here.
I know all the top 16 seeds are all double-digit favorites the first time since '85. I think this might be the closest to the non-double digits now with Alabama Hofstra. 11.5.
I see it.
Yeah, we're not getting many of those these days, so I guess we got to take them when we can. For these lower spreads. What?
Yeah, I can't find his NIL valuation anymore.
The thing I saw that on the On3 website, it's he was 85th in NIL. Looks like. It won't show me the number, but like he was definitely probably a couple mil.
Oh my gosh! Then what are you doing, man?
And this news broke, I want to say a minute or two before we made our bracket busters pick, Experience Busters. So Bosco was flustered having to read out the news of his Alabama guard before making our pick.
Yeah. You ended up with who?
Mud and I both have Cal Baptist.
And
Lancers, baby.
That's who Bosco, after we made our Northern Iowa pick, like an hour later, Bosco's like, we should have took Cal Baptist.
Really? Because we wanted Northern Iowa.
That's good.
Maybe, I don't know if we could trade.
No, I don't think so, because Hogdale likes Iowa.
Yeah.
But when we found out we had Cal Baptist, we knew we had a higher power on our side. We were very happy with our choice.
Yeah.
Hashtag Baptist boys.
I believe Northern Iowa because St. John's got an absolute shit draw. They had to fly all the way across to California, and they've been a weak seed. They're not like a traditional 5 seed. They're just I like Northern Iowa.
St. John's is in a traditional 5.
Oh, my bad. They're not a traditional conference champion, I should say, of a power conference. Like they won the Big East and they're a 5 seed.
Yeah, they should be a higher seed. They got screwed over a little bit there.
I thought you were a St. John's guy.
Well, Experience boost or bust.
Yeah. Yes, but I'm surprised you took them.
Because Bosco made the pick.
But Bosco hates St. John's.
Yes.
That's why. Okay.
I wasn't going to talk Bosco out of it.
Especially after he was just rattled by that news.
Yes.
You guys get who first round?
We're up against Kansas.
Kansas, which I like that with the whole Peterson thing. Like they've been a debacle. Why can't they lose round one?
They've been Jekyll and Hyde, and yeah.
That game is in California, and Bosco made it's not a matter of fans because there's maybe like 300 Cal Baptist fans. It's gonna be a heavy Kansas crowd. It's just in terms of travel. Cal Baptist ain't going anywhere.
But you know how it works though. Like when you're playing in the home site like that, and the underdog Meek is close to the playing facility. Like late in the game, close game, everyone becomes Cal Baptist fans. They're all rooting against
the case.
I will also say
I
don't know how close Riverside, California is to San Diego either. I mean, it could be very far. California's a big state. I probably should know that from geography. I'll look it up right now. I'm learning. I'm learning geography.
This could be a next dozen question. You should look at it.
I'm going to do it right now.
You don't buy that? Like the underdog gets the fans rooting for them late?
It's an hour and a half drive?
Yep.
That's
San Diego.
That's doable.
Yeah. That's not bad.
It's very doable. I have Wright State with Jeff T. Lowe and Ken Jack.
Who do you face?
Virginia.
Okay.
So, I mean, and if you advance further, it's Tennessee. So, 2 teams that have been known to choke in March Madness. I wasn't overly impressed with Virginia this year. I know they did get to the ACC title game. But, hey, Wright State Raiders.
I got to ask Mika, actually, we're on the topic of Bosco. How are things with you and Bosco, Mika? I saw you kind of went over to Bosco after he had a kind of altercation with Nadu, or of sorts, a video altercation. You're muted.
I think we're in a very good place because I have some news to share.
Oh, all right.
He followed me back on Twitter.
Oh, so wow. And that was today?
That was today.
Oh, wow. That's great news.
Now, how long will that last?
We get over under 90 days.
Oh, under.
Oh, really?
Under 30 days.
Oh, really?
Under Liam, yep.
Because whenever Bama loses in the tournament, Phil will say something in the group, and
No, I won't.
Yeah, you can't
Or
help
I'll say
yourself.
sorry, Bosco.
No,
enough will be like
I see you
he'll
saying.
mark your family for death.
That is good news, though, Miki. That is
I
proof.
think we're in a better place.
All right.
I got some more good news.
Oh, what's that?
This show is brought to you by Fair Harbor.
Let's go.
Makers
I'm wearing it right now.
Oh, makers of the world's most comfortable swimwear. They also do hoodies as well. The same comfort that's earned thousands of 5-star reviews is built into their super soft clothes made to be worn hard and broken in by the life you live. March is here. Spring's on the horizon. Brackets are soon to be busted. And between March Madness, spring break trips, and nonstop games on the couch, we're all spending a lot more time in comfort first mode. Fair Harbor trunks are perfect for swimming, lounging, or soaking up some sun. A variety of designs and styles make finding your favorite pair easy, and Fair Harbor's super soft built-in liner makes you comfortable all day long. You'll never go back to mesh line trunks again. Trust me. Along with swim trunks, Fair Harbor carries a full line of casual clothing. Their short shirts and hoodies let you relax beyond the beach. And if the rest of the family gets jealous, they've got kid styles too. Head to fairharborclothing.com. Use code Central20 for 20% off your full price order through March 31st. You got 2 weeks. Once again, that's Fair Harbor, HARBOR clothing.com for 20% off. And make sure you use our promo code Central20 so they know we sent you. I theorize we could do calls if you want.
We can. I just want to point out something I said on Wake Up Barstool.
Point out something you said on Wake Up Barstool.
So Auburn missed the tournament.
Auburn missed.
By they were one of the first 4 teams out.
Nepo's son. Yep.
And they lost a game to Alabama this year by 4 points, where Charles Bediako played 22 minutes and had 12 points and a 4-point win for Alabama. So theoretically, and a player illegally playing for Alabama
Screwed
costed
Auburn
a spot in the tournament.
Actually,
that's something to think about.
It is actually.
And you guys were saying that Miami of Ohio was the last team in.
Yeah.
Would Auburn have gotten that spot if they had won that game?
Yeah.
Really?
In theory.
Honestly, you can call Charles Bediako he justifiably let Miami of Ohio in the tournament in a way.
They should build a statue of him in Miami of Ohio.
Yeah. He should get some honor before their first game.
Great.
Tomorrow. That is a good.
That's a good point, Meek.
I thought that'd be a way worse point.
Me too.
When we started talking.
Good job, Meek.
That is scummy. I wish Rico was here to address
I brought it up on Web yesterday, and he just was unfazed by it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we got the call number there, 888-786-6522. Call in, March Madness takes, whatever you want.
Or you can just talk to Mutt.
Or we can just talk
right.
The callers can call in and talk to Mutt.
You can.
I mean, what a
I would ask you guys this. Maybe you addressed it yesterday. I apologize,
what's up?
but this idea of the top 16 seeds all being double digits, everyone expecting huge favorites. I felt like in Bracket Busters yesterday, there were some teams you thought right away, I want that team. And then it got to teams where we had to debate between Cal Baptist and sports and stuff like it just feels like with the NIL stuff, we are headed once again to a top-heavy bracket. Are we okay with that, or we want more upsets?
This is the topic of conversation kind of everywhere, right? What do you prefer?
Yeah.
Do you want the chaos of the first 2 days? Would you rather a Final Four like we had last year? I lean to believe I would much rather the chaos in the first 2 days.
Me too.
Because throughout the course of the college basketball season, if you're watching it, you watch big games. Now, obviously, they don't have the intensity of a national title game. But what made March Madness so great growing up and, through its existence is the chaos of the first 2 days and how you have these random teams like Stephen F. Austin come out of absolutely nowhere. And, they've played together for a few years and they're transferring was not easy as it is now. Obviously, you have to sit out a year. So even if you were really good, you still probably want to stay. But at the end of the day, the kids get paid and they deserve to be paid.
Right.
So it's tough to have. They got to find a way to thread the needle and make it so everything is. We have the tournament beauty and we also have the kids getting paid. And I don't know the solution, but I do yearn for the days of the chaos. And you will still get it. You just won't get it in the quantity that we're used to. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But hey, Wright State's going to beat UVA. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm going to move on.
And Cal Baptist will beat Kansas. I think of Vermont beating Syracuse Clemmer at the former Worcester Centrum, the DCU Center at that point. TJ Sorrentine from the parking lot. That Vermont team would have been broken up well before that one because someone would have gone to a bigger school because of the NIL money. So even more than the upsets, it's just these smaller schools. They've got such a small little mini window before they get cherry picked by UConn, Alabama, Kentucky, etc. when the NIL money comes. So I miss the upsets. I'm going to miss the upsets, the amount of them, Hubs, I'm with you. But also these smaller schools getting a chance to make like a 2 or 3 year run. Like Brad Stevens and Butler, that shit ain't going to happen, going to Final Fours again. I just don't see that.
No. But hey, let's hope for a bunch of upsets for Experian Busters. It's going to be
yes, that's what we're hoping for.
Hey,
yes.
let's break this mold. Everyone expects the top seeds to win, but
Were you at that game at the Centrum?
I was watching at home. God forbid I go outside and go to an event.
Oh, my.
Oh, were you there, Leo?
My dad was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, classic call from Gus Johnson. TJ Sword T from the parking lot. Great call.
We gotta get Mutt to more games. Mutt, you gonna come to New York and go to some Mets games and Yankee games with us?
That was, I think so. I think we talked about rotating to.
Have you had Lobels?
Bob Lobel?
No, different Lobel.
I've not had Bob Lobel.
Oh, you got to come to we'll go to a Sox Yankees game.
He's right.
I'll introduce you to the Lobel steak sandwich, and it will change your life.
It's an incredible steak sandwich they have at Yankee Stadium. They have Lobels across the city too, but
Is it good? Like
it's not. No, it's not good. It's the best thing you'll ever have.
It's really good. It's fantastic.
That is high. That's high praise. I'm trying to think of what the food item is at Fenway. Like it's just
there is none that compares to Lobel.
There's not. It's the best chicken fingers are at the Garden. Like you go to a Bruins or Celtics game to get the chicken fingers. They're excellent at TD Garden. At Fenway, I guess you're getting a hot dog.
Oh, the
Yankee Stadium
stinks.
Yankee Stadium has it all. The chicken bucket at Yankee Stadium is elite.
Okay. I think Citi Field has the best food.
But the Lobel's steak sandwich is, and they also have they have the fries now with the steak sandwich with the steak like sprinkled in. It's
Lobel's is fantastic.
The best.
Citi Field has Pat LaFrida, which is very good. Not as good as Lobel's. Pat LaFrida is very good.
Pat LaFrida, they have a U.S. Open.
There's also a bunch of other food. I would say the food at Yankee and Citi Field is significantly better than what you find at Fenway. Yeah. We'll take you on a little food tour when you come out.
We should do the East Coast trip.
We should
and do all three as a baseball group. I'll admit, hand up. This is a knock against my fandom, but I never made it to the old Yankee Stadium.
What?
That's tough.
It's fucking embarrassing.
That was
really? Have you been to the new Yankee?
No, have not.
Jesus Christ, Mutt. And you never been to Citi Field, then I assume. Did you go to Shea?
I drove by Citi Field a couple times going to Belmont Park.
The fuck, Mutt? Yeah. Get your fucking head.
That's awful.
What the fuck?
Bad job by me.
Well, then you better get out of here. We got to go to these games. Oh,
I'm excited.
Mutt.
We're going.
Jesus Christ.
Little college basketball tonight is the first playing games.
Yes.
UMBC and Howard kick us off at 6:40. Texas, NC State are the 11 seed game at 9:15. Mm-hmm. We will also be streaming the World Baseball Classic Championship final, whatever you call it.
That is what it's called, yes.
Well, I don't know if they go championship or final. I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they one or the other. I think it's final.
Final.
WBC final.
Final.
Venezuela wins against Italy. They beat Italy last night. They end the Italy run, an amazing Italy run.
Credit to Vinny Pasquantino.
It is
putting
really
that team together and
what they were able to do is everything the World Baseball Classic is about.
Yes.
The fun of it, the espresso machine, the guys walking in the suits. Vinny had a funny line. I think he was like, "We smell horrible, probably. Like we look great, but these are the same suits. Like these, no one's taking it to the cleaners. But like, just a great group of guys together and just having a blast, and the fans getting behind them, and having a true identity and character, and making a deep run at this thing, getting to the semis is an incredible accomplishment for Italy. And they even had the lead last night, and it looked like, holy shit, these guys can get to the final. Venezuela then wakes up. They do have a great offense. So, Venezuela's in the final, but a great job by Italy. That honestly, like, back home in Italy, like, I don't know, I might get baseball going more.
He said that, like, for the first time ever, baseball's in the front page of the sports section.
That's literally all you want with this tournament. Like, to spread the word of the game and get it going more in other places that you don't really see it. So that's beautiful.
And I saw some people saying, "Oh, well, the Team Italy doesn't have anybody from Italy. There's all American players that are
but they're doing the impact is clues showing that will happen.
That's what they say. They're like, this is the plan. Yes, we don't have a team right now because there's not enough interest in baseball in Italy. But something like this will jumpstart it. So maybe 20 years from now we have a team where it's mostly Italian players because of what the World Baseball. This is the whole idea. It's building blocks. And like I said, credit to Vinny Pasquantino putting that team together. Like, I'm so happy for him that he had this kind of like launching pad, I think, for his career from a national level. Just awesome. And those guys seem to be having so much fun together. And like, who isn't going to be like watching Italy 3 years from now when they come back and do this?
Yeah, 100%. Their plan of piggybacking Noel and Lorenzen backfired. Lorenzen was initially going to pitch in the final if they got there, but then they, obviously there is no tomorrow, so you got to, use all your horses. But Lorenzen just didn't have the same magic as he had against the USA. Nola was good again though, so that's really
very good.
Really good sign for the Phillies. I think, is like seeing that version of Nola. That's something we did our division predictions yesterday, and I had the Phillies third.
So did I.
Wasn't really excited about their offseason, but if you can get Wheeler for a full year, is he starting the year?
No.
He's not
close to a year.
Yeah, they say hopefully in the beginning of May, but
okay, so
thoracic outlet syndrome. I know it's a different version of it than like the catastrophic one, but it's still not good.
Yeah. So you get Wheeler online at some point, and you get this version of Nola, and Painter becomes a guy. That's where you can formulate. Okay, Phillies, maybe we can see you winning the division here, but Nola's a big piece of this.
Huge, especially
Wheeler,
losing Ranger.
And losing Ranger, that is tough.
If you lose Ranger and you can replace him with, if Nola can have a year Nola's had before, then that makes that hurt a little less.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, Venezuela moves on. They're gonna. So it's Erod's starting tonight.
Yes,
but it's gonna be, I think, a quick leash for him.
America's only favored by a run and a half.
Because Venezuela's good, man. Look at the Venezuela offense. You got Ronnie Acuna. You got Michael Garcia. You got Luis Ariz, who's been great this tournament. Suarez hits the homer last night. Tovar has been amazing for them. Glaber. I'm just naming MLB players. Like
their lineup is
Willier Abreu, Contreras, Churrio's hitting ninth for them.
No, the lineup.
No, the pitching is for sure where you can get them.
That's where you get them.
The pitching 100%. But for us, as I feared going into the, forgive me, who did we beat in the quarters? Canada. So I feared going to the Canada game, using Miller and Bednar in that game would prevent you from pitching them in the championship, which is 3 starts, three appearances in 6 days. I'm not sure front offices. 5 days, sorry. I'm not sure front offices and managers want that, on the MLB side, and they cater to that. So now you're finding out Bednar and Miller are probably not pitching this game.
Right.
So that
Alex Cora said today at Fort Myers that Whitlock is available. I know DeRosa hasn't spoken yet, but I assume Whitlock will probably close it.
Did Whitlock pitch in the Canada game?
No, but he pitched in.
No, but he pitched in the semifinal.
That's fine. That's fine. Pitching, that's fine.
And Whitlock seems to be their de facto closer when Miller and Bednar are not available.
So you're gonna get Whitlock tonight,
right? But that just puts more on McLean. Like, but does US have Joe Ryan available? Is he?
No.
No, they went with the reliever from the Blue Jays instead.
So they got Will Vest hasn't pitched yet. Will Vest will be available. He's great. I like Will Vest a lot. You'll get Tyler Rogers again. Griffin Jacks will be available.
Yep.
Brad Keller, who I'm not
Jeff Hoffman.
in love with. Brad Keller.
Hoffman they just added. Yep.
Hoffman would be a disaster. Do not put him in this game. I don't need Jeff Hoffman in this game.
It's insane that Venezuela doesn't have a day off in between this.
But they did have a extra day off coming in.
I know, but that was they were traveling from where too? Like poor Japan had to travel all the way from Japan.
Japan to Miami just to get whacked. Same thing with Korea. I think the game should be tomorrow. Like, I think it's insane you have a semifinal where one team's at a significant disadvantage.
I agree. I do agree. I
think it was all for like.
They also got to get to see, it's sneaking up on me because I've been focused on the WBC. But then they're throwing up Yankees Giants promo.
I know.
That's next Wednesday.
Week from Saturday, yeah.
Week from Wednesday.
Oh, the Saturday night game is a week from Saturday. The first
game is Wednesday. Yeah, Yankees play Wednesday.
Max Fried, Logan Webb is a week from tomorrow. I'm like, hey, I'm not prepared for that.
There isn't enough time between the end of the WBC and the start of baseball season.
I know.
Well, do you guys think they'll end up moving? So there's 2 stories today. They're saying they might not wait 4 years. They might come back in 3 years, so the year after the Olympics, and do it again. And they're also talking about, Jason Stark in the Times wrote yesterday about moving it to the All-Star break and doing it there. Do any of those things make it better for you? Like if more major league pitchers say, hey, we'll do it during the All-Star break, is that better for the event or is it better in March?
I don't know.
I've always said have it in July when guys are like in better shape.
I still don't. I think you're always going to get pushback from pitchers. Just because adding extra innings, especially with the stretch run coming up after the All-Star break, like I don't know if teams are going to want to have their pitchers do that.
Are we just going to shut baseball down for 2 weeks?
That's what they did with hockey.
Well, the Olympics in a couple of years, Clemmer, it's going to be very similar.
Olympics is almost like, all right, I can kind of see it, but like if WBC is going to be every 3 years, we're going to shut down baseball every 3 years for like 2 weeks in July.
That's what the plan's going to be like with hockey, though.
Yeah.
They're going to hash this out during the
Hockey's different.
CBA.
Baseball with the only game in
CBA,
town
right,
in
Holmes.
July.
Yeah.
The CBA will sort this out. Like they're going to,
Oh,
and it'll definitely be a big point. And
so we'll get it sorted out in 4 years.
what?
I said, well, then we'll get it sorted out in like 4 years.
Oh,
I'm down. I'm down on
you're down on the CBA, as you should.
He knows
be.
the reality. We're staring right down the barrel. All this momentum for baseball. Huge World Series ratings.
Yeah.
WBC
Yep.
stars. We're getting locked out for a year.
Yep.
We're missing baseball.
Yeah, that'll be bad. But as you said, USA's minus 250 tonight.
275.
275 went up a little bit.
Yeah, and it's a big. I will say, got to talk about Nolan McLean. Was lights out that first inning, and then got knocked around in that last appearance. He's got to do better tonight. I think he will. He's so good.
It's a good opportunity for him, man. It's a good way to, obviously,
Huge.
I think a lot, if you watch baseball, you know who Nolan McLean is after how good he was last year. But to really announce yourself
I agree.
to the sports world, because I think you're going to get a lot of people watching this tonight.
Oh yeah, and then going right into a Rookie of the Year campaign, which you could have next year. I guess kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
This
awesome.
is going to be a road game, by the way, for USA. That Venezuela crowd is unbelievable. And they are going to be rocking. Like when Venezuela got on their run yesterday against Italy, like that stadium was shaking. It's very good environment. Not to say like the Italy USA thing, the rematch should have been cool, but I do think this is the better matchup baseball wise.
Venezuela is the better team in Italy. I give Italy a ton of credit for hanging in there.
Yeah.
But I think Venezuela is a better team.
Yeah. We'll bounce around to the NBA real quick. I did catch the Rockets-Lakers game last night. The Rockets, I'm ready to completely write off. Their half-court offense is genuinely abysmal. That whole quarter was ugly in general. Lakers-Rockets, like both sides. Like Luka was the only one who could do anything. But the Rockets, without a point guard, when these games come down to the final minutes, they have no chance. They don't have any organized offense. Kevin Durant is too old at this point to really like truly take over like he used to. They have nothing. The Rockets would be a team if I were in the West I would love to play. I just don't see them doing anything. It was honestly jarring to see how bad offense they tried to generate in that game. And on the flip side for the Lakers, I know I've written them off, and I still do not. I do not think they are capable of even challenging the Spurs or the Thunder in a series in the West. But I think they can beat just about anybody else now. They've really figured something out, even defensively.
They played much better defensively.
Luka's been unbelievable. Luka's just truly he's taken it to another level. But yeah, man, the takeaway for me for that game is the Rockets are cooked. Do we have any calls?
No.
Okay. Now.
The Hawks. I know that they're in kind of a weird spot.
That was a fun game last night. There was
They've
big
won
winning streak. Both teams were in winning streaks going into that game. I think it was like 9-7 or something like that.
Won like 8 in a row?
Hawks have ripped off a bunch here.
Something like that. Like the Hawks are red hot right now. Just keep an eye on.
It's a very weak stretch. Like there's some Wizards, Pacers.
All right, they're still winning those games.
The Hawks
and they're putting themselves.
The Hawks were in a bad stretch before that. So like the Hawks winning games, this is like kind of like.
And now they put themselves in a spot, Phil, where they could catch up to the 5 or 6 seed. Like it's not like crazy to say that.
10-game winning streak.
That's I mean,
10-game winning streak. I don't care who you're playing, Phil. Like that's a.
No, it's a credit. I'm just saying, like you do have to add context.
They're a game and a half out of the 5 seed right now, though.
I know that's crazy.
So I mean, the wins still count.
Yeah, I guess. How many games? The NBA. This is where the season gets too long.
Like 15 or
from
left.
From about end of January to the end of March Madness. Like the NBA just goes in the back burner for me, and then I'll see at the end of March Madness. Like it just takes a big step back.
The Thunder have 14 games left. The Knicks have 13 games left.
Yeah. It'll be tough, I still think, for the Spurs to catch the Thunder at this point for the 1, but it's definitely there.
Can the Knicks catch the Celtics for the 2?
No, and I honestly don't know if they should.
No, oh boy.
I don't know if they should.
Hate to see that.
I don't know if they should.
It's tough.
But if the prize.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna face us eventually, then wouldn't you want home court?
Well, we didn't have home court last. Did we have? No, we didn't have home court last year.
You did not have home court last year.
No, so
that was so 1 year. You can't. Ideally, you want home court. Home court's usually a good thing.
I think the team you would play in the first round is a lot more difficult than what we would. The 2-3. because it's going to be at the Heat have been playing really well. We're talking about the Hawks. Listen, can Boston beat them? Yeah, but it gives you a challenge. For the Knicks, it's going to be like the Raptors. I welcome the Raptors every time.
I mean, it's only a half game difference, so I don't know if it is going to be the Raptors. I actually had the Raptors missing the playoffs. I took that bet. The Raptors are half game from being the 6th seed, so I don't know.
It did just beat the Pistons.
7th seed, excuse me. So the Raptors and Magic both are in this weird. It could very easily be.
It is really tight between Magic, Raptors,
it's
Heat.
too tight to figure out who's going to play. The story is the Celtics. I mean, Clemmer, I doesn't want to say it, but like the story is the Celtics, and the market is telling us what's going on. They are now plus 175 to win the East. The Pistons have fallen to 4-1. The Knicks are plus 425. The Celtics healthy and getting Vooch back when he comes back for the playoffs are clearly the team to beat. They're going to win the East. They're going to the NBA Finals, and if Tatum is 100% healthy and they're good to go, they're going to give the Thunder a shot.
I think Vucevic gets exposed in the playoffs. He's a nice piece of the regular season. I don't think that's a guy with his defense that you want in the playoffs.
He can rebound and shoot threes like Al Horford. Al Horford couldn't play much defense either. That's all you need.
But he also gets keyed on defense. Like, he'll get hunted. Like, that's what in the playoffs, that's what happens. Like, you just get hunted. And that type of guy on the floor.
But if you're hunting for Vucevic, then that means you got Tatum and Brown. Then you can only hunt for so many guys.
No, listen, dude. The Celtics are absolutely the team to beat, I think, in the East right now. Like, the Pistons have just there's something odd going on with the Pistons. Maybe it's catching up to Cade being just the only guy, and they didn't do enough at the deadline. But I still think the Knicks can handle it. Handle is not the right word. That they can absolutely go toe to toe with Boston. Now, Mikal Bridges needs to get his head out of his ass once again. I think this is like the 7th time I've said this, but he's been abysmal. I can't stand him.
I don't think it's impossible, by the way, the Celtics end up catching the Pistons. They're 3.5 back. I know we're getting towards the end of the year, but I'm not going to be floored if the Celtics do end up with the number 1 seed.
It's tight. I don't know the remaining schedule.
Yeah.
Also, the Pistons have 2 against the Wizards coming up here. Back-to-back games.
That'll be helpful. I don't know.
I don't know there's enough time, but
Is it 4 in the loss?
4 in the loss.
4 in the loss column.
What was the regular? What was
Pistons have 15
What was the
games left.
head-to-head this year?
I believe they split, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Good question.
I don't think there's enough time.
We'll address, honestly, the NBA just once madness.
So many teams are they're just automatic W's with so many teams tanking.
Yep.
It is crazy.
There was one thing that was going around on. We can end on this. I gotta find it. Oh, Josh Hallsbauer on Twitter suggested a thing to negate tanking.
Okay.
It's out there. It's not gonna. They will never do this, but it definitely would work. And Nate was talking to me earlier about it. And basically, the system would mean no one. You change the system so that teams can no longer own their own draft pick, basically. So you couldn't. There would be no incentive to losing, basically, with your pick.
So if you're bad forever then.
Well, it would incentivize trying elsewhere in other fields, basically.
I'm a moron. What do you mean you don't own your pick anymore?
So, Phil, do you see this at
It's
all?
like a random generator? Is that what they would do?
No.
I am not seeing it.
All right.
Like you do, like I said, a fantasy baseball email, and I got last pick because they random generated. I think they cheated me.
His Twitter is at PGA Tout, TOUT.
Oh yeah, he's a big DFS golf guy, big golf bettor.
Okay.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay.
Smart
So, how it works. Step 1, the gauntlet occurs 1 to 2 weeks before the regular season starts. The gauntlet is a 48-hour window where teams look for a partner to swap picks with. It acts as a way to challenge other teams and say, we think we'll have a better season than you. If you think you're better than us, prove it and accept.
Oh, this is exhausting.
Draft pick draft. After
Already
the gauntlet,
exhausting.
there will be a draft pick draft replacing what used to be the NBA lottery draft draw. Teams draft in order of worst record from the prior season. Teams cannot select their own draft pick. Any swaps made during the gauntlet are locked. Those teams will not pick in the draft. Now, so the issue I have with this is I feel like this will end up with like really, really good teams just end up with good picks somehow.
Yeah, this seems like
But it would de-incentivize the bad teams from just continually like try to lose.
that's the case. Just do a random, just do a lottery, a true lottery where everyone just has the same odds.
Yeah. I guess, but this is catching fire, and this was going around. People were liking this, so I just thought I'd bring it up.
Yep.
It seems complicated to me. I'm with you.
Really
guys.
complicated.
Both of you have been on this from the beginning. You've shit on Adam Silver and 100% right. He has botched this and he's let this out of control. Where you made this point last couple weeks. The bottom third of the league The losses are piling up. They have to do something. That seems too complicated to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Replace the commissioner would be definitely the first thing I would do. Other than that, baseball news real quick. Garrett Cole will be pitching in a spring training game tomorrow, which I think is pretty cool.
Huh. So what's the timeline for him?
Timeline does not change. It is more just something where like they're just challenging him. Garrett Cole is never gonna like expedite his timeline. It's too sensitive of a situation. But what this does mean is that everything is on track and everything's going really well, which is excellent.
So July, June?
No. I think the plan is late May. And if not, then late May, then the early June. Early June, not July. Again,
So
as long as everything continues to track.
That would give you if he comes back June 1st, that gives you 20 starts at Garrett Cole.
That's excellent.
But I will say that first year back from Tommy John is usually you're at 90%.
Oh, 100%. I'm not thinking until like late August where I start to see like the real Cole, like even like flirting with it. But it's just good to have him back, man.
Oh yeah, and then obviously too, then in theory, then next year he's back to being Garrett Cole.
Yeah, and then you're talking,
and then you got Cole and Fried.
Yeah, Fried is a true two, and then Schlittler if he continues to progress, then you're in a really good situation.
You are. I agree.
So, but it would just be good. He's pitching against the Red Sox. I don't know what kind of lineup you guys are going to throw out there, but
on the other side, Lindor came back, played a little bit, got a hit, so he's obviously on track for opening day. So it looks like that's great news for the Mets.
Yeah, I guess power will be a thing to watch with him, right?
Sure, the hamate bone, but the fact that he came back this quick and this seems to be this easily from it is a good thing.
Well, it was always supposed to be like a rather quick return. It's more just like it doesn't keep out that long, right?
4 weeks is on the quick side. It's usually like a 6-week thing. Like there are other guys who have hamate injuries, but Jackson Holiday, he's not back. Like there's other guys who did it that aren't back.
I guess also though, like he's back, but it's not like he's playing in this is an MLB regular season. Like he's being eased in.
Right. So that was the plan. They want to play every other day.
I'm saying that encourages you to come back a little maybe sooner.
Oh yeah, but
like it's not a heavy work.
You're gonna do every other day until opening day.
Yeah.
But the fact that he came back yesterday, got a hit, played, and he's already back, like that's the best possible situation. So looks like he'll be there opening day.
Yeah. So we'll go into some picks here
as the Mets win the National League East.
No. I think they'll finish in second.
Maybe.
Second to the Braves. What was I going to say? Oh, so we're streaming tonight.
Yes.
World Baseball Classic.
Yes.
And
Meek, of course, hates America, by the way.
Hates America. Hates
America. Who are you rooting for today, Meek?
Nolan McLean.
Okay, once McLean's out of the game, who are you rooting for?
I don't care.
Of course. It's the worst.
I don't know why this is I'm not bending over backwards for Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Kyle.
Yeah, I think that's
why?
I'm not a Venezuela.
Roman Anthony,
do I really
come
want
on.
to see Ronald Acuna Jr. happy? No,
I think you're so insecure to you're like, oh my God forbid a Yankee has a good moment.
So tonight means everything to you. You would rather win tonight than Game 7 of the World Series?
No,
not at all.
That's not what we're saying.
Cool.
Not at all. But I very much
there's a middle ground there, Meek.
I very much want them to win. I want Nolan McQueen to pitch well. I want Roman Anthony to play well.
Okay.
Of course.
And like this.
So let me ask another question. Come May, when the Yankees are in a little bit of a skid and Aaron Boone is slamming the table, you're sitting there being like, you know what? I'll take these dark days because at least we got that World Baseball Classic.
No, that's not.
Okay, cool.
So,
the
like,
conversation's
It's
over.
not a binary. No, it's not. It's not a binary thing.
It's just not extreme. Nothing has to be extreme.
Right.
It's
This could be separate from that.
It's cool to root for your country in a game like this where you have so much talent actually competing for something, whereas usually in an All-Star game they don't give a fuck, obviously.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me?
6 or 7.
That's way too high.
I was thinking five was my number.
This is like a 2.
No, it's not. I say it's strong.
This is like a 2.
Especially.
America.
I
You just don't like our country.
You don't like America.
You just don't like our country.
We knew that anyway.
Yeah.
This is.
You're an extremely selfish human being, and you just can't fathom.
So if this is like a 6 or a 7, the Yankees World Series is like a 10.
Yankees World Series is like a 20.
Well, like you said, on a scale of 1 to 10.
I
You can't go to 20 on a scale of 1 to 10.
I said 5. Also,
You said 5. I'll say a 6.
Whatever I want.
This is like a 6.
So,
This is
and then what would the Metro World Series be to you? A 10?
yes, of course.
A Jets Super Bowl a 10?
Yes.
Another Celtics title would be a 10?
Probably 9.
That's
9.5.
fair. Yeah, because you've seen.
I think those are all.
I've
fair.
seen too.
I think these are all fair things.
Yeah, those are fair.
All right. So, but this is okay. So this I care about this more than a Mets regular season game.
I don't. No, I can't say that either.
But
I care about this more than like the playing games tonight. For being honest, I care more about
that's
this
more
than
than fair.
Well,
because
yeah,
honestly, the
but-
16 seeds, like the bubble teams, I don't give a fuck. About
Yeah, like that to me, like, but we have like I don't have an association with those bubble teams. We do live in America. We do root for America. Also, it's like good for American baseball if America wins. Like it's just good all around. Plus, it's like I don't know, like it's kind of fun to root for Aaron Judge for a couple of weeks, and then we don't root for him. He's a pretty great player. Like I'm rooting for Roman Anthony. It's kind of fun. Yeah, Mutt, you're not. Are you anti-American? I thought you were a Patriot, Mutt.
You don't have to be. This is this dumb thing again. I can root against Aaron Judge to strike out and still be rooting for America. Like
Not if
him
he's playing for
struggling
Team
in this tournament
America.
offensively,
Really?
I don't mind that he can't. Thankfully, Roman Anthony's here to carry the team because when it's a big spot and Judge goes cold, here comes Roman to save
what was
the
the
day. He's real
moment?
captain
What was
there.
the moment that everyone on the team keeps coming back to? Is like that sparked the team. Oh, Aaron Judge gunning out Fernando Tatis Jr.
That was an absolute cannon of a throw.
Yeah.
It was a great throw.
Yeah.
I would say it was the game-winning home run that Roman Anthony.
Also, Judge has 1,000 OPS in this tournament.
I can't believe Mutt and Phil don't have the like.
So does Anthony.
You guys don't have
Anthony's been great. Dude, you know, I got shit for defending
So
Roman
USA
Anthony.
winning
I said I'd
tonight.
rather Roman Anthony this year than Gunnar Henderson. I got shit for it. So, like, you won't hear me saying anything bad about Roman Anthony. Roman Anthony terrifies me.
You guys made a very good video. The Barstool baseball crew there in New York actually had some good takes on Roman Anthony. We were going to shred it on Dirty Water, but we couldn't because you guys did a good job.
I can't believe you guys don't have the emotional intelligence to be able to say, all right, I'm going to root for Aaron Judge today, and then like I know tomorrow, all right, I'm not rooting for him anymore.
But
You can't
saying
like
how
can't
important
do
the
that.
game is like insane to me. Like you're saying like USA winning tonight would mean more than beating the Phillies on June 26th.
Yes.
You care more about USA than the Mets beating a divisional game.
In one game, yes, I do. Now,
Really?
not that,
That's insane. To
not
me.
that series, not the whole series, but for one
So
game,
if
yes.
I said like, oh, the Mets take 2 out of 3 from the Phillies, that's
that edges, so that takes precedent over.
so 2 games edges the one World Baseball Classic.
Well, 3, but yes,
Well, I'm saying 2 out.
the
of
results
3.
of 3. Yeah.
Why can't it just be okay that we care about it?
It's great you care about it. I'm just.
You're
saying,
just trying to
I think that's-
you're trying
I
to
think
like
that's-
come
I
up
think
with
you're
something and be like,
li-
see, you don't
Yeah,
care. Like,
gotcha.
Lying
it's just,
about
it's
how
all
much you
gotcha
care.
culture over here.
What, you think I'm lying?
I think you're genuinely lying about how much you
I've
care.
watched all of these games. I've had a great time watching these games last
I
night.
think that's an insane.
Dude, there were moments in that game against the DR. I was watching at home, and I was like standing. Like I was that like into the game. I was standing in front of my TV, rather than sitting.
Loves fucking baseball, and he hates this.
So Nolan
I
McLean
don't
getting
get
a
it.
win tonight means more to you than if he beat the Phillies on June 26th.
Actually, absolutely. For a lot of reasons.
I think it'd be
Phil.
really cool for
Phil, like
you're a Mets fan.
it's
That doesn't move. I
It's a
don't
big
care.
stage. Also, I think it helps. Other players are saying, "Oh, this helps like with playoff experience. We believe in that kind of thing. Like, oh, just kind of getting the nerves out." Also, like that'd be kind of cool for his career. Like, if he gets a win tonight, like that's just he'll have that forever. That's pretty. As a Mets fan, it's pretty cool.
Dude, when Bednar was in the
Absolutely.
game, when Bednar was in the game, and there was what was it, second and third or something, I was like, "Fuck, I don't want Bednar to be the guy that blows this
Yes,
for America."
right.
Like, but when he got out of it and he amped up, I was like, "That's a fucking sick
awesome.
move for Bednar," and that's my closer. Like, that's sick. Good for him.
Yeah,
Judge guns that guy out.
I
Tatis and does the fucking thing. That was awesome.
Meek, it's much weirder that you don't like. As someone who loves baseball, you care so little about
I
this.
care more about the Mets in the United States of America.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yes,
it's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand. Yeah. It's weird as someone who loves baseball like you do that you don't care about
It's
this.
been
That's weird.
It's been a great class, been a great tournament. Do I really care about who wins? No, it's like a 2.
Would you care if it was the Olympics?
Honestly, no.
He doesn't like America.
Okay, he's being consistent.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't like America. It's okay.
Like the same thing. It's like USA getting a gold medal. Like even hockey, like that was awesome. And I was like, oh, next day, it's like I really don't care about this.
You talk about how you like hate Aaron Judge, which I don't hate him, but you hate him. That's fine. But if Aaron Judge got traded to the Mets, you would love him,
Yeah,
right? So like you can turn it on, turn it off if you have to,
that's
right?
how sports works. When a
Right.
guy gets traded to your team, you're supposed to like them. Yeah,
Right. So then you can
This is your team.
This is you're American, Phil.
Yes.
yeah.
As much as America probably wishes that you weren't, as we wish you could be in any other country.
I'm gonna look up to see if we can get him out.
Of this country? Yeah. Would you go to? Would you move to another
I don't
country?
have a passport.
That's fine. I'll find one.
Fine. We'll just extradite you. Would you go? What country would you like to live in? I could see you doing
I like
well
living
in.
in America. Sorry, I'm not patriotic about USA baseball.
No, you're
To
not
where
patriotic.
You're not patriotic.
Sorry, I care more about the baseball team I watch for 162 days.
But it's
than
not
2 weeks in June.
But it's
than 2
not
weeks in
binary. You can
March.
care about both.
I care about one far more.
But you can still
You're
care.
supposed to care about every team equally.
No. But you can care
Sorry,
about. But the
I-
Mets
yeah.
aren't playing tonight, Meek.
I care more about 162 Mets games than one singular than any of.
But
than
you can
USA
care
the
about
full
both,
USA run.
though. It's room in your heart for both.
You
Meek.
can care, but I care far more about one than the other.
Dude, the Mets themselves don't care about every single one of their 162. The Mets, every baseball team, not just the Mets, but the Yankees, they will punt away games on Sundays. Be like, oh, we got a fucking game tomorrow. Like, we're gonna travel. Like, they don't care about some of the games.
Well, I do.
It's a weird line to draw in the sand, though, because like you can love both.
You can love. I would say it's a 2 out of 10 in terms of like how much I care if we win.
I hope we win so he's upset.
And you're gonna be there with us.
Yeah, it's like okay, yeah.
And you're not gonna care.
I'll be like,
you'll be rooting for Venezuela.
No, I'm not rooting for Ronald Acuna Jr. to win anything.
I thought you'd root for because you get mad at Hubs and I. We're gonna be rooting for USA.
Yeah.
This would make Hubs and I feel sad if they lose. So you should root for Venezuela.
No, I'm not rooting for Ronald Acuna Jr. He plays for the Braves.
You're not rooting for Aaron Judge.
And Meek will be on stream,
He's
so maybe he
rooting
can
for
answer.
a
Honestly, but if this was not on stream tonight and you were just home, Meek, you're at the house. You can watch
in the attic alone.
Of course he would watch. He loves baseball.
I'm asking if he'd watch it or not.
No, I know, but like he's hiding. Like he loves baseball. He was gonna watch.
If it wasn't my job, I'd have it on. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do some picks to get out of here.
Have a king of the court.
Okay, well, it's not your turn yet.
Well, I'm saying have one.
Chris Clemmer.
I do have one. Alexander Sarr.
Oh, that's a good one. He's always high up on these leaderboards.
20 plus.
Problem is against the Pistons, though.
Against the Pistons.
It's a tough defense to just go off against.
I know. It's tough. But I didn't want to. I wanted to go a little off the beaten path. 20 plus points. It's minus 115. And Meek, I'm on America. With the run line, it's minus 130, minus 1.5.
Thank God you said run line, because if you were saying minus like 280, coming out of minus 280.
Well, I did have because unlike you, I am Patriot. I do have a future on them to win.
Yeah.
So I got them at.
They were like minus 110, right? Or did you take it after?
So this is.
I did about that. I think
You have Venezuela though in our pool, right?
I do. Minus 115. I got them, Meek, and I have Venezuela in our thing, which means if Venezuela wins, Meek has to dress up like a Venezuelan boy. And go to a small child or a Venezuelan girl.
No, he should have to wear an Acuna Venezuela jersey.
Oh yeah, so Meek will have to wear an Acuna Venezuela jersey.
No, I can wear any Venezuelan jersey.
Oh, that's what you said. You dress up like a Venezuelan person.
He's Venezuelan.
That was the thing, and then Mutt. If Venezuela wins, we all have to go.
I can get a Michael Garcia Venezuela jersey.
We have to go to a Venezuelan restaurant, and Meek has to dress up like Venezuela. Now, if America wins, we go to an American restaurant, and then who wins? Is it Marty or you? Tommy wins, and then Tommy gets a free dinner, and then Meek has to dress like an American. Sounds like
no. It's Marty. It's Marty.
It's Marty.
Sounds like you don't want to dress like an American. God forbid. You hate this country.
I don't care what I dress as, because you know what? This is a content company, so whoever makes the best content.
I got some ideas how you can dress.
I'll have LaMelo Ball as my king of the court. We'll do the bet would be 21 plus points at minus 116. For the March Madness games, that's fun to say that there's just March Madness games tonight. Playing. I'm gonna take Howard, minus 110 money line, and I'll take NC State minus 120. I have been on the wrong side of NC State like 10 or so times this year, so let's make it 11. And then the World Baseball Classic, I will take. I'm not gonna take I don't like the run line. I think it's gonna be really tight. I don't want to just give money line, so I'm just not going to give that out. Maybe like USA Live, if they go down, that would probably be where I'm looking at. But I will take Aaron Judge, 2+ bases, minus 115 tonight. Meek Phil.
Karl-Anthony Towns, king of the court, 24 plus points.
The All-Star.
Mutt?
Donovan Mitchell tonight, points, rebounds, assists, over 37. I think it's minus 113, which still qualifies. We're taking Roman Anthony. Hit his third home run of the tournament at 4-1 right now on our fine folks at DraftKings. And UMBC Howard under tonight, that 16-16 game, 141.5.
I would guess lineup-wise, Gunnar doesn't play because it's Erod pitching, so they'll probably start Bregman.
They probably platoon him, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll come back. He'll come in at some point, we think, right?
That sucks. Gunner's so good. Bregman's been a corpse. Hopefully he does something tonight.
So watch the stream tonight. You can watch Meek watch his own American team.
And it's Herbie's birthday. It's my dog's birthday.
Happy birthday,
His
Herbie.
first birthday. He will be on the show.
Let's
He'll be
go,
on the stream.
Herbie.
He'll be on the stream. He's being showered with gifts all day. It'll be his first birthday.
Great dog.
Go America. Go USA. We'll see you later.